This research focuses on the relationship between three aspects: how students take notes, where they sit in the classroom, and their grades. We found our research topic very interesting as it is closely related to us, and we thought our findings will determine how smart technologies are distracting or helping students. We are going to study whether grades are dependent on the act of note-taking and where students sit in a classroom. Our hypothesis is that there is an identifiable relationship between note-taking, classroom sitting position, and grades. Similar previous research conducted seemed to support our hypothesis. According to the research, note-taking and learning. In general, students take note in order to record their information that they will later learn. However, the result of taking notes is much more than the production of passive external information store, as the note-taking action itself is a part of the memorization process and results in the creation of a form of internal storage. Students do take notes and are assumed to reread their notes as many times as necessary for them to learn the content. The more the students read their notes, the more likely they'll remember them, and when they are tested on it, they'll do better. It all makes sense. Steer conducted a study about the relationship between the classroom sitting location, student grades, and attitudes, and he concluded sitting position was significantly related to the reported grade in the classroom, where students sitting in the front reporting higher grades than students sitting at the back. This research uses a quantitative survey research design. The data sources come from peers and friends who are willing to complete our survey questionnaires posted online. The sampling size was not decided at the beginning. Everyone who is willing to participate are welcome to do so. At the end, there were 39 students who participated in the completion of the survey questionnaire. Our questionnaire consists of 10 questions. Question number 1 was, what is your gender? 71% were females, and then 29% were males. Question 2, the question needs to be answered with a course that the grade he or she received reflects his or her CGPA. According to the result of this question, it was found that 27% of the students used a course that belongs to the Faculty of Art. 36% used a course from Telfer, and then the rest of participants are from the other faculties. Question 3. Are you interested in taking the course, or is it just compulsory to your program of study? 27% responded that the course was compulsory, but he or she was interested in taking the course, while 41% responded that the course was compulsory, but he's not interested. Question number 4. Did you take notes in the class? 68% answered yes, while 32% answered no. Question number 5 was, where did you sit in the classroom? 55 answered in the middle, while 18 answered at the front, and 27 were sitting at the back. Question number 6, what did you use to take notes? 59% answered with smart technologies such as laptops, iPads, while 41% used hand. Question number 7 was, what was the grade you received? 14% answered A-, while 9% answered A+, 32% answered B, and 23% answered B+, while the rest of the respondents answered from C+ to below D. Question number 8 was, how important is taking notes on generally getting a good grade? 23% answered extremely important, while 50% answered important. 5% answered unimportant, 18% answered little importance to no, and another 5% answered extremely unimportant. Question number 9 was, in general, how important is your sitting position on paying attention to the professor? 14% answered extremely important, 50% answered important, 14% chose a little importance to no, 23% chose unimportant, while no one chose extremely unimportant. The last question was, how do you feel about the following statement? Choose one that is true to you. Note-taking and classroom sitting position both affect my grades was chosen by 50% of the participants. Note-taking and classroom sitting position does not affect my grade was chosen by 9%. Note-taking affects my grade, but classroom sitting position does not affect my grade was chosen by 32%, while note-taking does not affect my grade, but classroom sitting position affects my grade was chosen by 9%. Later, we looked at the individual data from each of the participants, and we analyzed each of their data. The results present to be those who sat at the front of the classroom obtained grades of B plus or higher. 2 of them got A. Generally, they obtained good grades. Students who sat at the back obtained grades of B or lower. 1 of them got C and 1 of them got D. Overall, lower grades than those who sat at the front. Those who sat in the middle, their grades have a big range. They are diverse. Some got good grades, some got lower grades. 4 of them got B, the highest was A, and then the lowest was a C+. The relationship between note-taking and grades. Students who did not take notes obtained grades of B or lower. 3 of them got C, and 1 got D. Of those students who took notes by hand received grades from B to A-, and those who took notes with smart technologies received grades from B to A+. 2 of them got A+. More people choose to use laptop to take notes instead of by hand. It can be concluded that taking notes does help on getting good grade, and smart technologies do give a minor help on getting a good grade as well. The findings of our study are similar to other researchers on this topic. Most students see taking notes as either very important or important, which adds to over 70%. In addition, 14% of students and 50% of students see classroom sitting position as either very important or important, which adds to be over 60%. As a result, most students do believe that taking notes and sitting position are very important on getting good grades. However, the effect of note-taking may influence grades more than classroom sitting position. One of the main challenges of our study was that some of the students skipped questions when completing our questionnaire, which makes it harder to analyze the data. The reason why they skipped the questions were unclear too. This also makes the sample size smaller, which is from 39 to 22. With 22 valid student samples, it is harder to generalize. Our recommendation to future researchers like ours is that first they could sample a larger population in order to have more confidence in their finding, and moreover, using more direct and clear questions that could be easier to get straightforward results. Thank you for listening.